Hey loves, let me show you how I get myself together in 15 minutes.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's something about this girl, man. From around my way. Ever try to hold back your feelings?
First things first, I'm going to start with freshly clean skin, and I'm going to tone my face using rose water. Then I'm going to go under my eye with my current favorite under eye gel, lightly tapping it in a crescent shape. Then I'm going to follow up by using some turmeric and vitamin C serum, rubbing and then pressing that right into my skin. Then going over that with some snail mucin infused moisturizer. And of course, finishing that off with some SPF. Now that skin prep is done, I'm going to go in with a primer glow serum. And this is going to ensure that regardless of coverage of makeup, it's going to have a beautiful glow that's going to show through it. And I'm going to go ahead and buff that in. Now I'm going to go over that with another primer, and this one is going to help ensure that my skin is nice and tacky and any makeup I apply sticks to it all day. Then I'm going to go in and groom my brows, lightly brushing them, and then using a dark brown pomade and short strokes to fill them in. I had them microbladed a few years ago. I still never went back for a touch-up. Do not judge. But I feel like they still look so good that all I ever need to do is add just a little pomade here and there, and they still look flawless. Then I'm going to go over that and add some dark brown brow gel just to make sure my brows again are nice and uniform. Then I'm going in with a light to medium coverage tinted moisturizer and just adding it to my cheeks and all around my face. Then buffing that in. If it's a day I really don't have time and I really just want to look effortless but give myself a little bit of coverage, tinted moisturizer has been perfect for that. Then I'm going to go under my eye, around my nose, as well as around my cheeks and jawline, any areas I see imperfections, and just adding some concealer that's about a tone lighter than me. Then going in and adding concealer under my brows as well. Now I'm going to go in with a contour stick and go around my jaw, as well as my forehead and my cheek area. Then taking a fluffy brush and going ahead and contouring my nose as well. Now I'm going to go ahead and blend in that concealer. While the concealer under my eye is drying down a bit more, of course, because it gives more coverage, I'm going to go ahead and blend in that contour. And I do this with a light hand because I feel like, especially when you have a round face, it can go left so easily. So a light hand ensures that you have much more control of where the product is going. Now that the concealer has had some time to dry down, I'm going to go ahead and blend it in under my eye, as well as the sides of my nose and around my mouth. Then I'm using a sponge just to diffuse around, to press it in, but then also ensure that there's no harsh lines of demarcation between where the concealer stops and where the contour starts. Then we're gonna blend that concealer under my brows out. Now I'm going to go over my cheeks with a bright orange blush. I love the way orange blush looks on my skin. It really makes my skin look nice and fresh and just bronzy, which is definitely the look that I'm going for. Now I'm going to go ahead and use a pressed powder and set the concealer under my eye. And now I'm going to just go ahead and diffuse any harsh lines in my nose contour. Then I'm going in with a fluffy brush and adding some powder all over my face so everything is nice and blended and seamless. Now I'm going to go in with a translucent powder and set any areas of my face that tend to be more oily. So for me, that's going to be my T-zone, around my smile lines, as well as the bottom of my chin. Now I'm going to go ahead in with a bronzer and a very light hand and go over all the areas that I contoured. So that's going to be my forehead, my cheekbones, as well as along my jawline. Now I'm using that same bronzer and buffing it into my lid. Then I'm going in with a pressed powder that's about 3 tones lighter than my skin. And I'm going to diffuse any harsh lines around where that bronzer stops and the rest of my lid starts. And you see how that just softens it up. Now I'm adding some laminating gel to my brows. So now that they've been set, they're going to be flat, and stuck like that. Then I'm going into my contour palette, just using that highlighting color and adding that right onto the highlights of my cheeks. And of course, the tip of my nose. Bam. And now setting that with some mist. Now that it's dried down a bit, I'm going to go ahead and line my under eye with a dark brown. Then I'm going to mix these two colors and go ahead and buff that out. Then I take highlighter and I put it in my Cupid's bow. And then like those lines just above my Cupid's bow, I don't know what those things are called, but I like to highlight that as well. And then right in the corner of my eyes to really wake up my face. Then I'm gonna line my lips first with a really dark brown. And I keep the line tight at the corners of my mouth. And then I bring the line up just a little bit higher at my Cupid's bow. Then I'm going back over that with a slightly lighter but still dark brown. Then adding some gloss to Balm right on top of that. And this is the finished look. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.